Here we go now.
Hey guys, it's Marley Thomas. You know, to me, nothing is more refreshing than a nice cocktail after a long day on the farm. That's why I reached out to Leah Beyer, the owner and creator of Farm Wife Drinks.
Hello, my name is Leah Beyer. We're here at my farm in Columbus, Indiana. Originally, I grew up in Onarga, Illinois, which is just south of Chicago, Illinois by 80 miles. It is there that my dad, who is a large animal veterinarian, decided to live vicariously through his children through a Jersey farm. He started milking cows when my brother started 4-H. And that's when my probably love affair with cows started. It was because of my connection with agriculture, being married to a farmer, working in only agriculture my entire career, that I started blogging. I thought if these kids are gonna have a chance to have the choice to farm, we have to tell our story. So that's when buyerbeware.net was born. I wanted to be able to share that opportunity of what I as a working mom have, living on a farm, being married to farmer, but also what my kids are experiencing, how I buy groceries, what I buy at the grocery store, how I prepare meals. It was sort of a joke and a dare when I started Farm Wife Drinks. A lot of times my friends would literally send me pictures from the wine aisle in the grocery store and say, what do I need to buy to make mimosas on Mother's Day? So I realized that there's a lot of people out there that want to just have a good cocktail with their friends, but don't know where to start. They want easy ingredients, simple to make, and they want it to taste good. So Farm Wife Drinks was born several years after Buyer Beware. So now I get to enjoy the fruits of our labor on our farm, as well as enjoy a good cocktail when we're out doing chores.
Welcome everybody, I'm your host, Marley Thomas, for our brand new show, Farm Life Couture. Joining me today is Leah Byers. Leah, thank you so much for being here on our first official episode.
Well, thanks for doing it in the barn with me on the farm.
So this is pretty much the same atmosphere that we would be in at a cattle show.
Totally.
Or at a hog show too.
Absolutely.
So this is right up our alley.
Good.
So tell me what all we're making today.
Well, today I'm going to start by making a Siren Cocktail for you. A Siren is actually a cocktail I had recently when I was in Sarasota traveling for work. I work for Elanco Animal Health during the day, and I was down there for a meeting and experienced this cocktail and decided that Farm Wife Drinks needed to have this cocktail on the blog. So in my mind, it's an easy cocktail, but it combines some, what I would say, couture ingredients.
Okay.
So we've got Saint Germain, which is a elderflower liqueur, so it's a French, and then you can use gin. This is my new obsession, this gin right here, but feel free that you can also use like a lime vodka or a traditional like Tito's vodka too, but today we're going to use the gin because I'm trying to get everyone drinking gin again because it's cool.
But a lot of alcohol right here, you guys.
Well, when you're a farm wife and a mom and you've got a lot of chores to do, you got to make a strong cocktail to head to the
I was
bar.
going to say, it's so easy for us to just go to the store and buy a bottle of wine, so this is a really easy and fun way to make drinks.
And it's really cool because what it does is it starts with ice cubes of just grapefruit juice, and then
So you said those are ice cubes of grapefruit juice.
Yep, I buy the Simply juice at the grocery store, pour it into ice cube trays, and then this is just cranberry juice, and I just freeze it so that, honestly, so it doesn't dilute my cocktail with ice that melts. And as it melts, it adds more flavor. So to start, this is a shaken, not stirred cocktail.
Okay.
I started by putting ice in there, and then what I'm going to do, because I'm making 2 of these, I'm going to add 2 shots of the Saint Germain.
I can smell that.
Isn't it lovely?
Ooh, opens up my sinuses.
Lovely and strong. I'm going to add some lemon juice. Now, a trick to juicing lemons, put it in upside down instead of the way it looks like it should go.
Right.
Because you can juice more out of it.
Okay.
So if you're making just one for yourself because you're not sharing, just one. See, it looks like it's inverted. But since we're making 2, we're going to juice both halves. Put that in there. Now, I'm strange. I always have simple syrup on hand.
Okay.
Cup of water, cup of sugar boiled on the stove. It's in the fridge. It's great in your coffee. It's great in your cocktails. I don't want it super sweet, so just going to do a little dollop.
bit,
It's about an ounce. And then the star, the gin.
Okay, pour it in there.
There's a lot. I'm probably gonna finish this bottle, and we got a little straw.
You're gonna finish that bottle in there?
Probably.
Okay.
We have a goal today.
I'm not driving home, so.
That's right. You want a ratio of 2 gins to 1 elderflower.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish this bottle. All right. Then you just put the lid on and you shake. Now, if you're a fancy bartender, they do this like 3-way thing.
Yeah.
I'm not a fancy bartender.
Okay, so this might be a weird question, but how long do you know how to shake for? Does it even matter?
So it's about dilution. The
Okay.
whole point of shaking or stirring is about dilution.
Okay.
So it's really how weak do you want to make it?
How weak?
So the only combination to the alcohol in this is truly the lemon juice and the simple syrup, and then these ice cubes. So then once it's made, we'll pour
Look how
half
pretty
there.
that is, too.
Isn't it? Perfect summer cocktail. You want a big, big wine glass because
Well, there was actually a lot in there too.
yeah, a half a bottle of gin, remind you.
Yeah.
So the star of the show is Prosecco. I'm actually using a conundrum.
Okay.
Today it's made in California. I am a big fan of Proseccos out of Italy opposed to champagne. I also, if people are like, I don't know how to buy this stuff, don't stop buying Brut. If you're like, I don't like champagne or I don't like Prosecco, it's because you're probably buying Brut.
Now, all this stuff you can just get at your local grocery store.
I got all of this stuff at Kroger.
Okay.
Even the ice trays
Well, that makes it easy then.
can be bought there. So yeah, all of this. This isn't like something you have to order online or go to a liquor store.
That makes it nice.
I don't shop at Walmart a lot just because I lose a lot of Christianity when I walk in that store. So I might have it at Walmart. I just try not to go there because
We would never know if they had it at Walmart
Yeah.
because we don't really go there.
But if you're a Walmart person, let me know. Maybe you can get it there.
So email her. Oh,
Oh, sorry, I should have warned you.
scared me.
I'm a pro at this. So because this wasn't enough booze,
We're gonna add more. Add it on in there.
top this puppy off.
Greg, I see you behind the camera, and I know he's dying to take a drink of this.
This is
Ooh,
the beach in a glass.
the beach in the glass. Okay, so are we done now?
We're done.
Okay, so can we do a cheers?
Cheers.
You don't even taste the alcohol.
I know, this is why it's the best barn drink
I
ever.
thought I'd be tasting all different kinds of strong alcohol.
No, and so if you have your favorite cup, here's my favorite cup, Cattle Tails. I put it in this. Flies don't get in it. It stays cold longer. But these are pretty, so we're gonna.
This is so fruity too. Very
Isn't it?
fruity. Very fruity. And you know, if you didn't have a wine glass, a red Solo cup, that's what they all do at the shows too. So mason jar, that's the new thing now too, is to do the mason jar.
Cheers.
Hey ladies, it's Marley Thomas giving you my styling tip pick of the week. Today I'm wearing a dress from Garish Gal Boutique with some nice bell sleeves and a little bit of rose print throughout it. Also has a little bit of cutout going on too. I decided to pair this dress with my cowgirl boots to show off a little bit of my personality. Now to see what all Garish Gal has, go to garishgal.com. All right, guys, we are continuing our fun day of drinking on the farm. As she wanted me to say, make sure you say drinking in there. So we have another drink to prepare.
That's right, because one's not enough.
One is not enough. Okay, so tell us what we're going to be making today.
Well, I think a sangria is always in order in the summer, and sangrias are super easy. So I always have a white wine of some sort.
Okay.
And I'm going to be honest, I sort of hate Chardonnay. It is aged in oak barrels, and I think it tastes like rotten feet.
Okay.
If you like
Way to be honest.
Chardonnay, God bless you. I've got some I could send to you. I like to get just white blends, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Grigios. However, when I was in my local Kroger, here in Indiana, we have an Oliver winery, and they had
Yes.
peach pie winery. So today we're gonna make a peach sangria with this peach pie wine from
Okay.
Oliver Winery out of Bloomington, Indiana. So a lot of people just make sangrias with wine and like some sparkling water.
But not you.
No, that's not enough. Nope. We need to add some vodka, and we need to add some peach schnapps because we just need to.
Okay. We're farm wives. We need a little bit extra.
Well, I am a little extra.
Well, that's all right. I feel like once, we're all so busy, and especially with the stress of this late planting season.
Oh my gosh.
When we need to have a get together, we need to have a little extra fun.
Oh my gosh. The farmers are so stressed out. I've never been so grateful that we're cash renting all over our farmland right now because we're not stressed.
Yeah, we're
not at all.
But for you farmers who are stressed,
I'm
here
sorry.
you go.
We're praying for you that it will stop raining soon. Okay.
As she pops the bottle.
I'm really good at opening water. So I'm lazy. I buy bought and frozen fruit. For those of you who freeze your own fruit, props. I don't. I buy it at the grocery store.
Nothing wrong with that.
So just pour it into one of your pitchers.
So what is that? What are you pouring in there?
You can peach schnapps, triple sec, whatever you have.
Okay.
Some schnappy type stuff.
Doesn't matter how much.
I'd say a half a cup. Sorry, I don't measure.
Well, you're just kind of tossing it in there, so I was...
A half a cup. If you go to farmwifedrinks.com,
okay,
you can find the whole recipe. I'm not going to measure this because I don't measure.
Okay.
So you want about a half a cup of vodka. I prefer Tito's. Drink what you like. And then top it off with your wine.
So it looks like we've got a lot of wine going in there then.
A lot of wine.
Okay.
So again, I'm adding booze, but the star of the party. So right now you could quit. This is sangria.
Okay.
I prefer bubbles. So peach bubbly.
Okay.
My Kroger sells like the Kroger brand peach seltzer water. You could buy that.
Okay.
But I have cans of peach bubbly. Just add a can of that to make it sparkling.
Okay.
And
so this is obviously going to be for somebody who really loves peach. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
which is me.
Yeah.
I like peach.
If you like pineapple, buy frozen pineapple.
Okay.
And use pineapple. And again, buy an unoaked white wine. I have my wine pretty much all shipped to me. So like this came in one of my wine shipments from one of my wine clubs. But if you just go buy a bottle of Sauvignon Blanc barefoot wine to make sangria, it'll work beautifully. So that literally, I gave it a big stir to make sure everything stirred up there.
That looks so pretty and very summery too.
I know, isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then if a friend or if your husband, my husband doesn't drink wine, he's more of a beer drinker and whiskey drinker. But if you have friends, this is shareable. Or if you don't really like to share, you can drink it all by yourself.
Your friend's here.
You guys started without me.
I literally saw a car pull down the driveway and I was like, who is that? So it was you.
It was my friend Liz, who comes and drinks a lot, or I go to her house and drink a lot. But this is what we do.
Okay.
We get our kids together, so then we have supervision.
Okay.
Our husbands are happy drinking Coors Light, and we drink with her fancy drinks.
Okay, so are you going to drink some of this with us?
Yeah,
taste
tester.
Okay.
Official taste tester. Thank you.
Is this one of your friendship drinks, I guess you could call it? Is this like a go-to?
It's not. That's really pretty.
Holy smokes.
Drink
okay.
up.
Should we do a cheers?
I was trying to get
why
you
did
more.
mine get all the way
Here, I'll
filled up?
switch you.
Okay. Ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Summer.
Oh.
Like peach pie in a
Once
glass.
again, you cannot taste the alcohol.
I know. That's why I get everyone drunk.
We've had 2 drinks now, so we need to have a little something else in our system besides just alcohol.
I'm here to the rescue.
Okay, so
Liz
that's
always
where
brings the food.
Liz, she obviously came with the food. So
Yes.
let's see what you have for us, Liz.
Okay, so I love to make roll-ups.
Okay.
And so what I have for you to help me with today is a roast beef roll-up.
Okay.
So I love to make these like in the spring and in the fall when we're planting or harvesting. You can make it like a sandwich.
This is probably a good little snack for farmers to have too while they're in the fields because it's very easy and it doesn't look
it's
messy.
so easy. It's really quick. You have to make it ahead, so it's great if you just get it in the morning, put it in the lunchbox when you're headed to the field. You can also make it like as a roll-up for like an appetizer or a snack. And then for our friends who can't do gluten, you can make it in a gluten-free or a keto version if you're following that kind of diet. So that would be without the tortilla, but we're gonna make it with the tortilla today.
Okay.
So here's your bowl.
Okay.
You need 8 ounces of cream cheese.
Okay, so
Just
all
go
of
ahead
it.
and dump it in.
the whole entire thing.
Yes.
Scrape it.
The
Perfect.
I
softer
feel
the
like that's
better.
a lot.
So go ahead
It
and
is a lot. That's what makes it awesome.
let it soften up a little bit before you go to make the rest.
Just kind of mush it.
Yep, mush. Then I'll go ahead and add, we need 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning.
Oh, okay.
Give it a little flavor.
Okay, so you just added the spice, so add your next
Okay,
one.
and then we just add a little 1/4 teaspoon of garlic.
Okay.
So, then
So
mix
does
that all up.
this look about good
Yep,
enough? You
that
think?
looks beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, so if we're using the tortillas, we're gonna start with the tortilla.
Okay.
So then scoop out some of the mixture.
Roughly how much? Like, is that too much?
Nope, that's probably perfect.
Okay.
Then smear it evenly all over.
Okay, Mom, I'm cooking.
We're proud.
Yeah, baking, I don't know. Cooking.
We're not baking, we're
We're
not
not
using an oven.
I don't cook.
You
Whatever
are
you wanna
now.
call
Look
this.
at you.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, try to get it closer to the edges because we're gonna need that
Okay.
when we roll it up.
It's the
It's
glue.
kind of like our glue.
Okay.
Okay, then go ahead and grab 2 pieces of roast beef. So this is just deli roast beef.
These are pretty thick pieces, too.
Yes, I usually have the deli cut it a little thicker. That makes it roll up a little nicer.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So now you're gonna start down
It
here.
supports our beef farmers.
Yes.
Love that.
So you're gonna start really tight and then just continue rolling.
Oh, you can cook.
Inside.
Yes, I can.
Look at you.
Perfect.
You
And
can
you're
Martha Stewart.
Right here.
You're just gonna toss this on a plate, wrap it with some saran wrap, and put it in the fridge for about an hour or 2 before you want to either slice it for your appetizers, or you can just put it in the fridge until you're ready to eat it for lunch.
You did it,
That's
girl.
all? That's
Yeah,
all?
so you can go ahead and slice it up if you want.
Holy
So like
smokes.
the ends, my favorite part about this recipe is the ends aren't pretty, so we eat them.
Okay, so now that I cut this, here's
Thank
yours.
you.
Here's
Awesome.
yours. Okay.
Thank
try
you.
'em. Pretty good. That's a nice snack food. I really like it. All right, guys.
The best.
Coming up after break, we have more fun stuff headed your way.
We bought our Ford from Brad Howell.
Whether you're hauling your family or your livestock, come to Brad Howell Ford.
I bought my truck at Brad Howell Ford.
Here at Brad Howell Ford, we have over 60 F-Series in stock. Come see what the incentives are and check out our inventory. Here at Brad Howell Ford, we have much more to offer than just new vehicles. We have an award-winning service department to protect your vehicle long after the purchase.
Visit Brad Howell Ford with their new location in Kokomo.
Come to Brad Howell Ford. It's a short drive from anywhere.
Okay, that one was probably my favorite drink out of all the ones that we've had today. I really like peach, apparently. But anyway, we have a ton of wines and a lot of good food over there. So
Yeah.
what all do we have going on here?
Well, first of all, Liz and I are both wine lovers.
Me too.
I probably have a little wine problem. I love it so much it's delivered to my house here in the country because sometimes I can't find what I like in my Kroger or my liquor store, so I just ship it to me.
Okay, we'll
I
talk
also
after
love a
about
coupon, but Liz always brings the snacks.
Yes, so our national show is in Madison, Wisconsin,
Okay.
and so whenever we're there, we always make sure to get cheese curds. So we're gonna show you how to put together a fancy cheese and meat board, and then kind of figure out how to pair it with your wine.
Okay, so how do we get started then? Because I know like when I go to the grocery store and I'm trying to pick out a wine, I don't like dry, I like sweet. So I get so overwhelmed. I feel like I always go to the same kind of wine every time.
Well, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Go drink what you like. So just because Liz and I like one kind of wine and you don't like it, I'm not gonna force you to like it. Drink what you like. But here's what I would say. Try to look at the wines you're buying, and at the grocery store on each side is a wine that is sort of like it,
Okay.
not drastically different. So, for example, this is a wine I picked up at our grocery store. Again, it's an Oliver wine from here in Indiana, and it's a Moscato. So it is a sweeter wine.
Okay, and that was just at the Kroger?
Just at the Kroger. And it's sort of by the standard Oliver white wine that they sell.
Oh, yeah.
The table wine. So if you like this wine, but you're like, you know what, I feel adventurous today, I want to try something new. If you go just over to the right or to the left, you're going to find just like a white blend, a Sauvignon Blanc or Pinot Grigio or a white blend.
Okay.
It's not going to be as sweet, but it's not going to be harsh either. It's not going to, as some people say, suck the dryness out of your mouth.
Okay.
But I think what is a fun girls' night is when you go buy 5 or 6, 3 whites, 3 reds of each kind of wine, and you have your girlfriends over, and you try each one of them, because you might be surprised, because you always do go to the wine you like. the Oliver or the white blend you like.
Right.
So try to diversify your drinking palate by trying a Pinot Grigio, or get into the reds and try a Pinot Noir, which is the mildest dry red wine you can buy. So you're like, I want to be able to go to a dinner party and order a wine with confidence. You got to try it. You don't know what you like until you try it.
Right.
And the easiest step is to go to each side of the wine aisle and try one of those wines. And here's the thing, if you don't like it, just throw it away.
There's no harm in
There's
just getting rid
you don't
of it.
have to like,
Or just drink it anyway.
Or just drink it anyway. Suck it up and drink it anyway.
Or add vodka and frozen fruit and make a sangria.
There we go. So, okay, so I know I've had some of my girlfriends over, and I don't ever know what to pair the wines with. So is there a proper way in doing that then?
Well, there is a proper way based on like kind of the palates on both the cheese or the wine.
Okay.
So if you have a sweet wine, then you can have sweet things in your cheese board. So when we're putting a cheese board together, you want it to be colorful, you want it to have a lot of different textures.
I've always heard that you eat with your eyes.
Yes.
So if it looks good, you'll want to eat it.
Yeah, so basically we just rated our Murray cheese shop in our Kroger's and came up with, you kind of wanted to have a different flavors and textures of cheese. So cheese can come in lots of different shapes, colors, tastes. So kind of where, like when we start with the sweet wines, you start with like your traditional cheese. So this is just a sharp cheddar.
Okay.
And then you have like a smoked Gouda. It's good to kind of add the smoked flavor. And then we have, this is one of my favorites. It is a Swiss cheese ball. So they already have this already made, so it's really quick and easy. And then they also sell this fig jam. And so you just pour over that and it looks really, really good. And it's very sweet. So when we're talking about sweet, and then we're coming over here to more of like the savory, this is a brie. Brie does really well with fruit. So your dried cranberries or your dried apricots. And then this is Leah and I's favorite. This is Borzen. It's just like a flavored cheese already mixed together. So you just spread it on your cracker. Just like that.
Goodness. Interesting. And kids love that too.
So maybe for like sweet wines, you have a sweet little snack to go with it, and then a dry wine, you have more of a dry.
Yeah, or just, so we've even got some nuts, some meat, just usually when Lee and I are together and we're drinking wine, this is basically our dinner. So if you just think about it that way, we have fruit, we've got meat, we got cheese. Another thing, so it's also good to have a crumbly cheese. So this is feta, and olives and feta are delicious together. And so you just put it in a little bowl like that. Also, like a lot of people love blue cheese. I'm actually allergic, so I didn't incorporate that. So always just take into consideration whoever you're having over.
Right. Different
What they
allergies.
like, don't like. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, so I poured you a Moscato.
Yes.
I'm pouring Liz and I a Zinfandel.
Okay.
Now, one thing about red wines that I do is I use an aerator. I call this drive-through decanting. Because I don't plan ahead.
You guys are professionals. Let me just say that.
When you decant a wine, you would pour it into one of those really large globe-looking glasses. That puts oxygen onto each cell, essentially, of the wine.
Lets it breathe. If you hear about people saying that the wine needs to breathe, or that's why you swish it around. So
okay.
So this makes it go through the drive-through.
So that really does work then when you let the wine breathe. Because I've heard that before, but I've never done it.
We could do it. I don't want to force you to drink a really dry red wine, but I've done taste tests side by side. There's a drastic difference. Oh yeah. And if you don't believe me, try it sometime. Get either decant part of the bottle and let the other bottle put the cork back in. But if you taste it side by side, you really will understand the difference between decanting and not decanting. So I use aerators because normally I get home from work and I haven't decanted a bottle of wine all day. So I use, for $20, $30, you can get a red wine decanter and have your aerated glass of red wine.
Perfect. Now, you guys, we've gone over so many different drink recipes today and snack recipes. So for our viewers, where can they learn more information about the recipes that we've gone over today?
Well, if you need drinking help, cocktail ideas, wine recommendations, go to farmwifedrinks.com.
Okay.
Yes, and I am Liz from the Farm Wife Cooks, farmwifecooks.com.
So a lot of different drink recipes and food recipes that we can always check out. So
absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's do a cheers. One last cheers for the day to good friends and to life on the farm.
Cheers.
Here we go now.
This is a Walton Webcasting production. Livestock like you've never seen before.